Thanks so much for tuning into the NBA here on 2K Sports. Thursday Hoops. It'll be Andrew Bynum and the Los Angeles Lakers facing off against the New Orleans Hornets. And now let's go to Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr out at the New Orleans Arena as tip-off approaches.
It's the Lakers in a Western Conference matchup. So glad you can join us for this presentation of 2K Sports in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A look here as we present the State Farm starting five. A look at who the Lakers have on the floor. Kobe and Artest are the wingmen. Bynum is out there with Joe Smith. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And for the Hornets, they've got Trevor Ariza. Martin is out there with Dragic. Then it's Scola. And it's Okafor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall.
Alright guys, you knew this had to have been done. You knew I had to make this video. Chris Paul has just been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. Although it's not Friday when I'm making this, so it's not 100% confirmed. It's pretty much 100%. Chris Paul is traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hornets receive Goran Dragic. They receive Lamar Odom. They receive Kevin Martin. And they also receive Luis Scola. And the Rockets get Paul Gasol. So that's a blockbuster three-way trade. The Hornets also get picks out of it. But could this potentially be the lineup that we see for the Hornets in the future? I highly doubt Dragic's going to start in the very beginning of the season. It's probably going to be Jarrett Jack. But Martin's definitely a lock for the starting shooting guard. Trevor Ariza is still going to start at small forward. Okafor obviously is going to start at center because they're all still on contract. And then I'm assuming Luis Scola is starting at power forward because I can't see him coming out off the bench. Because Lamar is getting up there in age and he's always kind of been a sixth man, except for when he played for the Heat way back when. But eventually down the line, this could be the starting lineup for the New Orleans Hornets. And overall, I'm happy with the trade. I mean, it's a little frustrating. I'm a little upset that the Hornets are going to wind up losing Chris Paul. But I don't know. It's a good direction for this franchise. I mean, we do lose the face of the Hornets, but we get some awesome key players. Goran Dragic is still yet to be a proven star. He could do it. He's if you watch the playoffs, he tore it up in the playoffs for the Phoenix Suns. And I just need to be convinced he can do it for a full season, because I know players step it up in the playoffs. So I just want to see if he can do that as a starter if they decide to start him. Kevin Martin is Kevin Martin. You all know he can easily be in like the top 5 scorers in the NBA. So I'm really, really happy about getting Kevin Martin. Luis Scola is a solid power forward. He's got a nice jump shot. He can rebound. He can do everything. You know, he's a good replacement for David West. And assuming we're not getting David West back or Carl Landry, that's going to be a huge move for us. And now all we really need to do is sign a backup shooting guard, which Nick Young possibly, but I doubt it. I doubt he's going to want to come off the bench. And then we need another backup center. If we choose to re-sign Aaron Gray, I guess that's fine. I'm not really a big fan of him. And we also need a power forward. So other than that, the Hornets are pretty set. I wish we could have gotten Mike Dunleavy, but I believe he signed, I can't remember what team he signed to, but I know he signed to a team. But I don't know, I think this is solid for the Hornets. For all of you Hornets fans out there, I'm sure you guys do not like the trade at first. You do not like the fact that Chris Paul's traded. And like I said, I'm like basically heartbroken that Chris Paul has left the Hornets and now he's going to be on the Lakers, because I cannot stand the Lakers. I just can't. I apologize to all of you Lakers fans out there, but I just don't like the Lakers, mainly because of Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol. That's basically it. I mean, if Kobe Bryant wasn't on the team, I'd probably be really happy that Chris Paul was on the Lakers. But I can't stand Kobe Bryant. I apologize. But I don't know. I think this is a really good trade. I think the Lakers are kind of screwed because they don't have a power forward. And if they're trying to trade Bynum for Howard, then they're going to lose more players and probably picks. So they're going to have to find some kind of veteran power forward in the draft. And this is a pretty good move for the Rockets. They get to keep Johnny Flynn, who I'm assuming is going to be their starting point guard. Because I believe, yeah, he's like their only point guard right now. So they got Johnny Flynn, and their starting shooting guard is up for grabs. They get to keep Chase Budinger. You know, they lose Scola, but they do get Paul Gasol, which arguably is a better player. Although Scola is younger, I'm pretty sure, than Gasol. Gasol overall is a better player. But overall, I rate this trade, you know, like this is probably going to be the best trade of the offseason. I'm really enjoying this. Let's see if I can just plug in Lamar Odom in here real quick, just so we can see what he looks like in a Hornets uniform. The Hornets still don't have a full team yet. What am I doing? They still don't have a full team yet, so I can't really say how good their team is. But their starting lineup and their two key bench players, projected bench players, you know, either Jack or Dragic, and then obviously Odom. It's really solid, so they just need to fill their bench up with some veteran players. I swear, if they don't get veteran players, I'm probably going to be really upset, because their bench last year was the weakest part of their team, also the shooting guard position. But now that they've filled the shooting guard position, I'm really happy. They've got a decent bench right now. Like I said, all they got to do is sign some veteran players and then use those draft picks, because I believe they're getting 2 draft picks. I'm not sure from what teams. They have to use those wisely, and everything's going to be good. So I figured I would just bring you a quick little update. I'm still going to wish the best for Chris Paul. It's going to be tough. I really don't want the Lakers winning. I hope the Hornets beat the Lakers every time they face them. But it's Chris Paul. I'm still going to like him regardless. He's just too nice of a guy to hate on. I mean, it is disappointing that, you know, he had to leave, but I completely understand that he wants to be on a playoff team, like a title contender, because he's been wanting it from the Hornets for the longest time now, and they just haven't made the correct moves with. They've just, I don't know. But I figured I'd just make this quick little video for you guys, just sharing my thoughts. Overall, I like it, but like I said, it kind of sucks losing the face of the franchise. But hopefully we can get some good players in the draft next year and pick up some solid veteran free agents this year before the start of the season. So, as always, thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Don't worry, I'll be starting to post 2K videos on Christmas Day, December 25th, Hornets Association. We're going to do it up, so don't... Okay, that was weird. So, as always, thank you for watching, and tune in next time.